From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Kyle Peach. Here's a look at news headlines. A Lawrence County man charged with attempted murder has been sentenced to prison in Lawrence County Court. WAKO says 47-year-old Keith Green of Bridgeport entered a guilty plea to the charge dating back to a September incident. Green was arrested after police responded to a domestic disturbance resulting in a stabbing. Both the victim and Green had suffered injuries and were hospitalized. Green was sentenced to 23 years in state prison to be followed by 3 years of mandatory supervised release. Meanwhile, WRUL reports that in White County Court on Monday, a Tazewell County man pled guilty to theft dating back to last July. 28-year-old Chance Stambaugh was given 2 years probation in order to make restitution to Martin and Bailey, totaling over $4,680. He was also given a 6-month state jail sentence. And 47-year-old Jeremy Allen pled guilty to charges of aggravated battery in a public place and obstruction of justice destroying evidence. He was given 2 years probation and a 6-month jail sentence. Stayed. Allen was previously sentenced to 4.5 years in state prison on an aggravated battery in a public place case dating back to 2023. Multiple agencies called to a UTV crash Saturday on Route 1 in White County. WRUL says deputies reported the driver of the UTV, Dakota Goodwin, had fled the scene, leaving a victim behind in critical condition. Goodwin was later apprehended, found in a tree line east of the crash site. He also had an odor of an alcoholic beverage on his person and was taken to the White County Jail. His blood alcohol content tested at .188. He was cited for DUI, driving with a DUI with a BAC of greater than .08, obstruction of justice, failure to report an accident with personal injury of a passenger, and driving on a revoked license. The injured man, Kenneth Merriman, was airlifted due to the severity of his injuries. At area arrests tonight, 46-year-old George Herschel of McLeansboro was arrested Saturday on aggravated kidnapping, unlawful restraint, battery, and aggravated assault charges. WRUL reports that a local woman saying that she was involved in the incident had posted on social media that Herschel had allegedly pulled a knife on a group of individuals she says were playing at Kids Kingdom in McLeansboro. Herschel is due for a preliminary hearing in the case May 20th. 62-year-old Lewis Richardson of McLeansboro was arrested Friday in White County, charged with possession of meth and of drug paraphernalia, and was released from custody Monday after a court appearance on pretrial release. Online records indicate 60-year-old Vincent Allen Sutton of Mount Carmel was arrested by Mount Carmel police this week on an in-state warrant. No other details were immediately available. Flora police also reporting recent arrests. Back on the 13th, 55-year-old Brian D. Riley of Flora was arrested for possession of more than 5 grams of meth. Also on the 13th, 69-year-old Douglas E. Fout of Flora was arrested for aggravated battery and disorderly conduct after incidents in the 900 block of Stacy Burke Drive and the 200 block of West North Avenue. He was also cited as being a pedestrian under the influence of alcohol. Last Tuesday, 25-year-old Aubrey E. Nolan of Flora was arrested on an outstanding warrant. Also last Thursday, 22-year-old Blake K.E. Bowles was cited for suspended registration. And Thursday, 41-year-old Matthew R. Brown of Flora was arrested on 2 outstanding Clay County warrants. The Albion City Council met in special session Monday discussing potential raises for city workers and reviewing health insurance. After an executive session, the council approved a $1 per hour raise for all city workers. The council also agreed to renew current health insurance plan at a cost of $15,530 per month in premiums. During the regular session, the council also learned the city will face a significant loss in water revenue. The closing of Champion Labs is expected to result in a $62,000 decrease in annual water revenue for Albion. The Flora City Council met Monday. WNOI says during a budget hearing for the next fiscal year, the city proposed a budget reflecting over $39 million in income and expenses of $38.3 million. That budget was approved. The council also approved a request to rezone property along South Stanford Road, allowing for multifamily dwellings, paving the way for developers to construct the Ruth Street apartments. Mayor Linda Spicer recognized the retirement of K-9 Officer Hector, who's partnered with Officer Aaron Holman, and welcomed new K-9 Duke, partnering with Officer Luke Dury. The council voted to suspend the annual electric rate increase pending the completion of a rate study. The council also approved renewal of its Symetra insurance policy for city employees, including a 6% increase. The employee plan will cost $426. The family rate goes to $959. The council also acted on a 3% increase for health insurance premiums for city employees, noting it's the second increase in just 9 years. The council also approved an $18,000 increase to Tyler Technologies for added software upgrades for cloud-based utility billing, meter interface, cashiering, storage, timekeeping, payroll interface, and accounts payable. The council also granted a variance to a trust agreement for property at 509 North State, which will become the site of the Jeff Yates landscaping business sometime next fall. The District 348 School Board approved several personnel matters last night. Resignations of Jennifer Nykirk as attendant secretary at the junior-senior high, Angelica Bobbitt as junior high parapro, Libby Pearson as elementary parapro, Grace Mason as parent educator, Peyton Farmer as junior high cheer coach, Kylie Alkey as 5th and 6th grade girls basketball coach, Matt Alkey as 7th grade boys basketball coach, Clover Perkins as high school special ed teacher, and Amanda Riggs and Angelica Bobbitt as junior high yearbook co-sponsors were approved, most effective at the end of the school year. Paige Arnott will retire as high school special ed teacher at the end of the year, and District Treasurer Darlene Underwood will retire effective June 30th. Samantha Scott will be non-renewed as a junior-senior high parapro, and the board transferred Amanda Riggs from junior high to high school special ed, Lori Bolden from junior high individual assistant to high school parapro, and Jennifer Horton from grade school parapro to grade school PE assistant. The board hired Emily Krupp as high school registrar, Tony Lofton and Dominic Pearson as full nighttime custodians, Patty Bramlett hired as the high school girls tennis coach. Edwards County School Board met last night. They agreed to stay in the IESA for grade school athletics after a request had been made to change to the SIJHSAA. The board also approved a new website to be hosted by Apogee at a cost of some $19,000 plus a $10,000 annual fee and an $8,720 subscription fee. Donations were accepted from Martha Spear for new chimes, the high school music department, the West Salem Masonic Lodge for supplies, and from the Edwards County Farm Bureau, a donation to replace the plastic sheeting on the Ag Department greenhouse. The district will use a $50,000 grant to bring the high school baseball restrooms up to ADA guidelines. A straw poll of members indicated approval to acquire 2 activity buses at a cost of some $65,000 each, one to store at West Salem Grade School, the other at the K-12. WFIW reporting the board accepted resignations from West Salem Grade School basketball coach Bill Thomason and baseball coach Ian Baer. Employed were summer maintenance helpers Brenda Balding, Jax Duncan, Cy Nelson, and Nathaniel Schmittler, and high school boys and girls basketball coaches were also rehired. Traffic alert tonight, resurfacing of Old Highway 50 east of Lawrenceville to Illinois 33 is underway. The $3.6 million project to be completed by the end of June. Work will include shoulder maintenance. Lane closures are expected as signers and flaggers will be there to direct traffic through the zone. You can expect delays and you should allow extra time to travel through the area. You are encouraged to pay close attention to the changing conditions, obey the posted speed limits, and refrain from using cell phones. To be alert for workers in the area, also to find an alternate route to avoid the area if possible. More to come. Your forecast and sports are next. Stay tuned.
Spring is a great time for Jeeps. Lease a Jeep Grand Cherokee L for only $539 a month, or a 2026 Jeep Wrangler. Lease for only $330 a month. Fresh pricing is waiting for you at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. New season, new ride. Steve Faulkner Automotive has F-150s with 3.9% financing for 84 months. Or lease a new Maverick for as low as $388 a month. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
When it comes to running a business, every decision counts, just like every play on the field. At the First National Bank, we help you step up to the plate with confidence. If you need a line of credit for operating expenses, equipment financing, commercial real estate loans, or even oil production loans, we're here to back your next big move. Stop by and talk with our team today, because at the First National Bank, your business is a home run for our community.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Time for weather here tonight. Another pretty day across the area today. Nothing to speak up on the radar as of right now, but that'll be changing as we go throughout the week. 77 our high today, 52 the low this morning. Still below normal on the high side, but we're going to get there soon. Putting the maps in motion, you'll see a little bit of precipitation to the north that could graze our northern counties, especially north of Highway 50. That will come through the day on Wednesday into Wednesday night. And again, we're not really talking about a whole lot there, much of it lifting back to the north throughout the day on Wednesday and into Thursday. So not dealing with a lot of precipitation, but a few scattered chances north of Highway 50. Otherwise, clear skies tonight. Lows will be in the mid-50s. Sunshine tomorrow, a few stray showers again north of Highway 50, but mostly sunny otherwise. Highs will be in the upper 70s. Wednesday night into Thursday, clear skies everywhere, mid-50s for the low. On Thursday, we'll talk about a sunny day again. Highs will be near 80 across the region. Rain chances will come in later. Clear tonight, 55 our low. And then as we go to the extended forecast, sun through Thursday. Rain chances looking pretty good for showers and storms Friday. Back to a sunny weekend with some scattered chances of showers and storms, but nothing significant. Another chance of rain next Monday. Highs into the 70s for the weekend, upper 60s early next week. That's your forecast. Sports is next.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
811, if you're not familiar with that, the Julie program in the state of Illinois. It's actually nationwide, but that's a free service. The utilities take care of that. Customer wanting to dig or plant flowers or fence posts or something like that, call that service. Give us 2 business days. That's the law, 2 business days notice. We'll come out and we'll locate all the underground utilities in your area and make sure that you know where you're able to dig and you can dig safely, and we're protected and you're protected that way.
Welcome back. Time to talk sports. In boys baseball yesterday in the LIC, Mount Carmel beat Lawrenceville 14-9. Casey over Olney 2-0. Newton beat Marshall 12-2. Elsewhere, Evansville Mater Dei beat Edwards County 5-0. North Clay over Fairfield 6-1. Johnston City over Hamilton County 7-0. Vincennes Reveille beat Red Hill 13-0, and Ziegler Royalton Christopher beat Wayne City 9-6. High school softball yesterday in the LIC, Mount Carmel beat Lawrenceville 9-1. KZ beat Olney 8-0. Marshall beat Newton 11-3. In the Midland Trail, it was Weber over Grayville 8-5. Elsewhere, Edwards County beat North Clay 14-4. Johnston City beat Carmi 5-4. Alvarado over NCOE 11-5, and Ziegler Royalton Christopher beat Wayne City 16-1. Girls soccer yesterday, Salem gets a win over Mount Carmel 9-0. And finally, in high school track at Effingham St. Anthony, North Clay was 5th on the boys' side with 20 points, 2nd on the girls' side with 59. 6 teams took part. At the boys, Foxes invited Hamilton County. Fairfield first at 120. 22, Christopher second at 62, Hamilton County third at 58, Carmi fourth at 57, Mount Carmel and Johnston City tied for sixth at 49, NCOE was 12th with 4 as 13 teams took part. And at the girls' Don Webb invited Benton, Carbondale was first at 117, Fairfield finished fourth at 59, Carmi 8th at 21, 16 teams taking part. That does it for us tonight. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow for more news. Kyle Peach from all of us at News Channel 15. Have a great night.